Greetings everyone. In the last video I drew this picture of one of the two cats that lives at my house. This is Luna, and she's named after Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter series, and she's been seen wearing these, reading a magazine called the Quibbler, which is something that's been, well, her father actually is the editor of that magazine, Xenophilus Lovegood. Anyway, the interesting thing about these glasses is that they're also good for seeing Wrackspurts, which are little creatures that can cause brain fog. Another benefit of having those is that it allows you to see through invisibility cloaks. So if you pick up an episode of, not an episode, if you pick up a copy of the Quibbler magazine, you can get a pair of those. I still use these because it allows me to, well, not have eye fatigue, and I think they're quite helpful for what I do when sitting down looking at bright white paper all the time. For fun, I'm going to draw a pair of these. Now, I know that those are sitting in front of me, so this should be reasonably easy to deal with. Where am I going to put those, though? Well, let's open up this inkwell here beside me. Get out my Sketchbook workhorse pen. And let's zoom in on our friend Luna here for a moment, and maybe for fun, we can ruin this drawing that we have here. And maybe it'll be fun, maybe it won't be fun. I don't know what we're going to do, but let's see what we can do. And let's see if I can get that to kind of clear up a little bit. For some reason, that seems to be... All right. Well, it's my sketchbook, so this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to draw circles around Luna's eyes here. These are going to be the lenses. I'm going to put in the nose piece. And I'm going to create kind of like a border around the lenses that I did, going roughly to the outside edge. Okay. That looks kind of weird. The frames almost look like fingers. So I'm going to put the thumb one here, let's say. I'll have it sort of tipped up a little bit, just like that. And then the pinky one kind of here, going to the outside of the face. Now, because I did a border around here, I'd kind of like to do the same thing here, but first, I'm going to put in the rest of the fingers. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this that well, so if that's the thumb, and this is the pinky, thumb, pinky, I have the middle finger kind of like, let's say, roughly here. It's a little bit higher than the pupil, not by much though. And then in between the pinky and the middle finger, we'll have another finger, and then another one there, roughly. Do the webbing, kind of like of your hand. This is the web going in between each of the fingers, doing roughly the space of that frame. You need 4 of them. And do the same on that side. They kind of fall in between those fingers. Not perfectly, doesn't matter. It's your sketchbook. This is fun stuff. And I'm just going to weave my way through each of these, kind of in an ugly way, connecting the dots. Of course, I have a lot of interference from the doodle that I did. But that is okay. All right, so I did that. Now, there's kind of a funny pattern on these glasses, which, from what I remember from the movies, it's not quite like this. I mean, I don't think it has to be exactly like this or what you see in the movies. Like this has like little tiny stars in the background and sort of like a compass thing going on here. I think in the movies though, I think it uses stars and then these kind of compass things and maybe a snowflake. I don't really know. I haven't seen the movies in quite some time. I'm just going to put in kind of semi-random looking things, but I'm going to start with a star roughly here in the middle. So that up, down, cross, over, down inside of a circle. And I'll put like little circles like that, and then just for fun, let's see. We're not going to go with a perfect pattern because that would take forever. And we got a lot going on. There are little circles of stuff going on here, and I'll just put this through. Now, some of the things that I think are kind of interesting is in the Muggle world, if you need glasses, it's to help you see kind of what other people see. You know, like road signs, for example, if you need them to drive, that's important. Then also, you can get other types of glasses in the Muggle world that can help you see things that other people can't see. I think that's interesting. Next, let's see. Now, because this is I already have Luna's pupils in here, I think if you were to look at these and you didn't have the pupils already drawn, there's sort of like a clock-like pattern where there's a definite, like let's say 12, 6, 3, but anyway, each one of the little designs kind of segment into 12, but I don't really have all that kind of room. So I'm just going to kind of put in some little squigglies in each one of those sections, which will get blurred out here in a moment anyway. Kind of going from like narrow out slightly wider in each one of those 12 sections. Now here comes the fun part. I'm going to bring out the great and powerful bunny pen. And this is where we're going to add some color to this whole thing. So I'm going to use this blue. And I'm going to go with this lens here, and I'm going to kind of work it in. If you don't have one of these bunny pens, I recommend it. I am not paid to use a bunny pen. I simply like it because it has all these colors, and if you're like me and you like to sort of sketch weird and funny things, but you want to add color to it, it has a great variety of colors. Next, I'm going to go with yellow because that's what's in front of me. I think in the movies, the other lens of Luna's glasses are pink. I don't know for sure. Come on now. Fill in beautifully, please. Spectre Specs. All right, next. Pink. And we're going to kind of work this around a little bit too. I really made that star in the bridge of that nose piece pretty, or bridge piece rather than nose piece, let's call it a whatever. Anyway, it's really prominent. Like I really focused on making that one for some reason. Oh well. We did it. We gave Luna the cat Spectre Specs to wear. I'm going to do a quick sort of like outline, and then be done with this doodle. I believe cats have a strange vision anyway. I think it's possible that if you were wearing an invisibility cloak, they would see through it. They seem to kind of see things, you know what I mean? Nighttime, hunting. I don't think you can hide from cats. I mean, while they're hunting, I should say. They have this sort of reflective thing going on with their eyes, which allows them to be in low light settings. Interesting. Let's write on this. So, yeah, let's say you can't hide. That's simple. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out for a minute or so. Hopefully we'll see you sometime in the near future. All right. Ciao for now.